Hey guys, it's Marlo back again, and today we're going to take a look at the Neca Godzilla 1962 figure from the Godzilla vs. King Kong movie from that same year, 1962. Just got this in hand, and I want to give you guys a look at the packaging. Looks like their Godzilla figures hopefully will start coming out in this new form. It's much like their Ultimate figures in this box display form with a flap window that opens up to show the figure inside, with a nice product shot of the figure there, the King Kong version of Godzilla there from, again, King Kong vs. Godzilla, the 1962 film. Let's take a further look at the rest of the package there. You can see it's quite a thick package, and I guess they're going to be celebrating 65 years of Godzilla. Has it been that long already? So you see that little image there at the bottom from 54 to 2019. The back of the box, real quick, some nice product shots again, showing what you can do with a Godzilla. Has some nice atomic breath there that is included. If you want, you can go ahead and pause the video to read all that. And back to the other side of the package there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open this guy up. Oh, real quick, to give you guys a comparison of the thickness of the box, here is something else I just got in. You can see how thick this guy is, the Godzilla box next to. This is pretty close to the standard size of what do you call these, like the Ultimate figure boxes that you typically get from Neca. So you can see just how much thicker that Godzilla box is. So anyways, let's open it up and take a closer look at Godzilla 1962 out of package. And here we have the 1962 Godzilla out of package, and right away I'm very much impressed. He looks very cool. I must admit, when Neca first got the Godzilla license and put out a few Godzilla figures, I thought they were decent, especially for the price, but compared to the s.h.figuarts Godzilla figures, they were still kind of lagging. But it looks like NECA is starting to step up their game. I'm really impressed with this 62 Godzilla. He just looks awesome, and I hope they continue to put out Godzilla figures and improve on their sculpts. You can see there in the background, that is the insert that comes in the box, so that makes for a nice backdrop there, Mount Fuji. And the accessories that come with the 62 Godzilla are this atomic flame accessory piece there that you can shove into his mouth, and a little Mothra larva right here that you can use to battle Godzilla. Oh, actually, it's not a Mothra larva, it's the rest of his tail. It looks like the Mothra larva, though. That's pretty funny. So, yep, you can just plug that in there, little ball joint. The tail has two sections that are articulated, that rear portion, and right there towards the other end. And let's see, the other portion of the tail, you can see, has some articulation at this point, and again, wow, right here near the butt area. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess about 5 points of articulation in the tail once assembled. So let me try to get that all assembled for you guys here. Hopefully it's not too hard to plug in. So again, just shove in the ball joint. It would probably help if you warmed up the tail with a blow dryer to soften up the plastic. Again, I'm just trying to use brute force to work it in there, and I'm getting in there slowly. And you can see there the tail is now plugged in, and we can take a closer look at the completed figure. Here is Godzilla with his tail attached. And let's see if I can get his atomic breath in there. Some of the sticky points on my figure were the jaw and here at the elbow joint. Those were kind of sticky. You could see the end there. I'm not sure exactly how to plug it in. I guess you just shove it in like so. Oops. And hopefully it will hold in place. I don't know, maybe it's supposed to point downward. Let me see, is there any kind of... Oh, there is actually a hole in there. I don't know if that's coming through on camera, but right at the back of his mouth there's a hole. So let me see if I can actually shove the flame effect in there for a tighter fit. Oh, there we go. That's a lot better. Okay, so that shoved in there. And you can see, yeah, that works pretty good. And it's sort of a translucent white plastic with a little bit of dry brushing of a little bit more white there. So really cool effect. And the fins are a softer rubbery type material, so you don't have to worry about these breaking off like maybe with the s.h.figuarts figures, which are really, you know, much more detailed, but unfortunately they tend to be a little more fragile as well. But with the NECA toys, they are a lot sturdier, which is something I like about these figures. And now that they're getting all the details in there and the correct proportions and everything, these are definitely some figures to look out for if you are Godzilla fans. So let's go into some of the articulation points. Let me get the flame effect out of the mouth. You can see there at the bottom of the jaw, articulation point there. The neck swivels all around on a ball joint. Here's a good look at that face. Again, one of my favorite Godzillas from the older movies. Another one was the 74 Godzilla during Godzilla's more campier years with Jet Jaguar. And of course the 90s Godzillas were cool. And I like the 2002 version too from All Out Attack. Let's see. You get some rotation there at the shoulders, the elbow. That was a sticky point. The wrist rotates. The hand can close a little bit like that. So you can kind of get this look going with the Godzilla figure. The legs go out a little bit, not too much. Of course they're going to be hindered because of, you know, the way he's designed and sculpted. Rotation at the foot, it's sort of like on a ball joint there. And at the knees you can go all the way around too. So a real great range of motion with this Godzilla figure. Some slight swivel at the waist. Again, it's going to be hindered with all the fins and again the design of the figure and all kinds of articulation with that tail. And I'm finding this to be a lot more sturdy, like I said, than the other versions of Godzilla so far. So I hope NECA will continue with this trend of really well sculpted and articulated figures. And last, let's just take a look at this Godzilla next to some other versions of Godzilla by NECA. And here we have the 62 Godzilla next to some of the other NECA figures I have in the collection. I forget what they're called now. This was like the Atomic Glow Godzilla, one of the 90s Godzillas there, and the 2002, I believe it was like the Atomic Breath version of that Godzilla, which is still pretty cool, I think. And of course Shin Godzilla here from the latest Japanese release of Godzilla with the crazy tail, crazy design there, out of a nightmare. And to give you guys a look at all of them side by side, you can see their heights are pretty much all lined up. So they're all pretty much almost the same size. Of course, they shouldn't be. I mean, if you're really going to be strict about the height of Godzilla, I believe Shin Godzilla should be a lot bigger than all the other ones. And I forget, over the years they kind of fluctuated in size, but overall I think he pretty much got bigger over the years, as far as I understand, with 62 Godzilla here should be the shortest. But as you can see here, he actually looks like he's one of the taller figures in terms of height. You can see there. But he just looks really, really nice. I mean, If I didn't know better, I would think he was probably an s.h.figuarts figure at this point, but just a little bit bigger. So that's about it. Just a quick look at the new NECA 1962 Godzilla from King Kong vs. Godzilla. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up, share the video, like the video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Take care, guys. Keep on collecting, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.